Oi, oi. Hi guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the martinliedtke channel, Facebook, and martinliedtke Tartaria channel. Welcome all. Thanks for being so patient and waiting. I had a problem with my screen; it all magged out, and I couldn't find the live key. Thanks for being so patient. There you are. My volume is fine. Thank you everybody for being here. Just give me a second. I'm going to need to sort out my screen. Two ticks of a lamb's tail. Right, let me just there you are. I can see you all. I can see you all now. There you are. Good to see you all. Angela's in the house. Hippie Shake's been here a while. I seen Neil. AJ's in the house. So, how are you all doing? You ether popping? Fucking epic. I've been ether popping myself. I'm bubbling. I'm bubbling today. I'm really feeling good about things. Feeling good about things in general, really, because ether popping. So I've ether popped a party or a round table for Flaterday. So the next Flaterday we'll be watching will be from my local pub with a load of truthers. So it's going to be epic. So I went to the venue today to check out their tech, the screens, and they got big fuck off speakers, they got disco lights, they got all that shit going on. So we'll be doing that. And it's going to be fantastic. I got an itinerary marked out for what, nothing, with these round tables, goes to plan because, these things take a life of their own. But I got an itinerary marked out, and that is going to be on Flaterday next. Tickets are down below. You can also pay on the door. Okay, loads of the gang are coming from here, there, and everywhere. It's going to be the British truthy thing for this crimbo. Unless there's anything else happening anywhere. No. So we're going to be talking about Antiquibots. Antiquibots are a thing. So I've had some photographs from so-called Tartarian Empire, we'll say the Victorians, of these really incredibly advanced looking robots, robot ladies and robot men. I've seen these on the scene for about a year or two, so I just presumed that they were AI because they were so good, until I actually searched on the matter and finds out they've been attributed, sorry or not, they've been attributed to a Norman Bateman who invented these robots in 1859. He thought that it harked back to a collective memory of robots before. So I'm going on nothing new under the sun. Okay, we got like weird Fiona about. Now, I actually think that robots are probably a lot more advanced than they let us know, because they drip feed, us the information, and they are literally years ahead. So I think that they could probably get a human robot that you would not be able to tell apart from a human. I think they probably got them now. They might even have them in the population, who even knows? All of the movies that are predictively programmed us into drone robot armies, like Metropolis, Fritz Lang's Metropolis, 1927 German film that shows you a dystopia which has a robot drone army, half man, half machine, bit Borg-like. Resistance is fertile. So we're going to have a look at that. We're going to have a look further back in time. Yeah, we've looked at knights before, the knights of the Round Table, knights in armor. And we have proposed that there's more going on with the knights in armor, because the narrative behind them is silly sausage. Okay, two guys to get the armor on, and then a little hoist to get them on the horse. And if you fall off the horse, you're double fucked. Makes no sense to me. So I think that these are just harking back again to some previous technology. They had chainmail on under the armor, and chainmail is known. You can buy it today on eBay as an electromagnetic blocker. Okay, electromagnetic blocker. Is it perceivable that robots in the past were armies? Well, the Bhagavad Gita talks about something that could be thought of as, I guess, robots or machines, also holographic armies in that as well, and another load of technology. But what about in the Middle Ages, before the Renaissance period, or even after? Did we have robots living alongside us, like slaves or, you know, just in the population or even citizens. There's enough movies out there, iRobot, etc., that will point towards this was the case. And I do think, looking at this evidence, I'm going to show you this possibly was the case. Nothing new is under the sun. Welcome, Pendragon. Are your vibes? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you all. Good to see all you happy people. DM and Jolly Man's in the house. Wicked. Hi, Jolly Man. Good to see you. Been coming here some years. Somewhere in time is Gaia. There's Pamela who brings the woohoo, and just JP. So yeah, I thought I'd do a midweek special, and I thought we could have a little hangout, have some fun together, look at some robots, some memes, and some other possibly humorous stuff. And we're going to look into some mudflood stuff as well. We're looking into some architecture, one of my favorite subjects. Indeed it is. So good to see you, Dominic. Good to see you guys. TW, my bro. What's happening? JS, good to see you. Ooh, Tony, love you, Tony. What's happening? Tony, who is Tiger Turtle? And somewhere in here, I can't see, is Cheryl, my Cheryl. Big Kush. What's that? Vegas girls. Are they like vegan girls? I don't know what all that means. So I'm new to this realm. Newly woken up, you could say. No, I woke up to my consciousness. I've been self-realized since I was a kid, really. I knew I was a soul. But I mean, since all this American experience, you know, I've had a shift in me, and my whole perception and worldview now has completely changed to what it was. It's better. It's much better. I feel much better about me. So yeah, that's fantastic. Fucking epic. It was easy, really. All you had to do was not think about or have any association with negative topics. As you know, the collective are into a death cult. They like to talk about that stuff a lot. Also, health matters. And, you know, with the placebo effect of this place, they talk about how fucking things enough, they'll get health things. So, because this place is a mirror. So, say, I feel fantastic. Say, I am fucking epic. Say, I will eat the pop and I will smash it. Positive affirmations. Yeah. I know it's a bit grumpy and stuff in Britain, but silver fucking lining mine it. Yeah, there's stuff happening. Yeah. In fact, if British is doing shit, hey, me, what? Just say, wiggly flat thumbs to start. Okay, the obligatory wigglies. Wiggly flat thumbs. So there's my Cheryl baby, who says, Martin like that. Oh, cute. And it reverberates through lifetimes, because I've sort of heard that before. Deja vu. I have been here before. Bit of a Crosby, Stills and Nash moment there. Did you get that? Did you get that going on? Andrea, good to see you, lovely. And Squizzles in the house, bro Nathan. Starcatcher, my bro up in Scotland, and Arania. Wide awake in Wales. Wicked. Fucking awesome. There's plenty of apparently wide awake people in Wales. Only during the last 2 years, I did protest the way things were conducted. Although, no, I have no regrets, but I can't see me doing anything like that now. My new mindset, I'm more in the camp of club fuck it. Because it's all bollocks. So why even bother? You know, all is mind anyway. So just attach yourself to these negative subjects. They become sort of real, you know, because they'll be a factor of your life, even though they're bullshit psyops and all of the rest of it. So it's best not even to think about it. Just carry on with your life, doing your groovy thing. That's what I think, and that's what I've been doing. And if you stay on that buzz, okay, and don't let any of that bullshit get to you, which is doable. Yeah, I'm a living witness to this. Look, yeah. Then you manifest yourself. It's yours. Instead of giving it away to some fuckwit who don't give a shit about you. I'm just saying, be more selfish. Think of yourself. Have a good time. It's your life. Are they going to die for you when it's time to die? Are they fuckers like? Yeah, I know. And all the rest of it. Okay. And if you're saving money for your family, you want to make sure they don't spunk it all on stupid shit. Spend it on yourself. That's my advice. That's my advice. Okay. Don't have to do that. I'm just saying. So, Charles, good to see you, my friend. I know. He's a one, isn't he? So, global groupthink. It's an unfortunate name, but I'm over that as well. Do whatever you well fucking please. UK Surfer, good to see you. And Tara's in the house. Hi, Tara Payne. Aloha, another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Well, aloha. I'm guessing you're in Hawaii. Surprised. What was that? What was that? Sorry, Tony. Well, yeah, like constantly. I got like my routine going, because I like to keep sort of super fit, Martin. Hiya, Nathan. What's happening, mate? And my unattachment. I realised, that I haven't actually watched the news in I don't even know how long. Fucking 8-9 years, something like that, since I've actually watched the news. So I haven't got a fucking clue about world events. And I don't really want to. People send me links and it'll say, oh, fucking warning, this is happening, fucking currency's collapsing, there's going to be a fucking war and all that. I just delete them as soon as I come in. I don't even hardly watch YouTube videos. And I know it's 90% that come at me are all fucking icky shit that I couldn't give a fuck about, guys. I'm not being selfish. It's just like, I'm not really into that. I'm more into like, good, productive workings, helping out if I can, which is what I do. Help with what I've learned and share it, my truthiness. So, okay, what's that? I boycotted a post of Jimmy S. Yeah, I know. He's still got like Top of the Pops videos, like with Pan's people. And Jimmy Savile's like introducing it. It's like, I've not Pan's people. He must have been fucking creepy for them. Can you imagine looking like that with him sniffing around them? Although I don't think he actually likes like real women. Have you seen him? No, neither his victims. Esley, good to see you. Pamela. But that could be bullshit and a psyop. We can't prove any of that. It tells you about it on fucking Louis Theroux. Looks like Louis Theroux's his son in real life. No shit. Louis Theroux looks like exactly like Jimmy. And then he exposed him as what he'd done and all of that. And then it's just like all over the news, BBC and all of that. It's like, it's them again, isn't it? It's just, I don't know. Is any of this even fucking, I don't even know. If it's off them and it's off the mainstream, I couldn't give a shit. Because it's, can't substantiate. Have you noticed all the stuff that Anchorman, which rhymes with Wankerman, on the news, they should offer zero proof of the story that they tell you about. Have you noticed that? Like, ever. But people don't require proof. They just say words on the telly and it just makes it automatically true. Like, invisible things like radiation, germs, or other invisible things that you cannot see. They're going to get you. May as well have monsters under your bed and get it over with. Cindy, good to see you. That's not you. That's aimed at the collective. So, Skull, good to see you, my broski. So, make sure to share this out. John Keeley's in your house. How are you, mate? So, yeah, I'm going to share some pictures. These are really groovy, these. Now, the first time I seen these a couple of years ago, I was like really excited. It's like, Lee, what the fuck? But it's, it looked like they were just AI. But it turns out they were actually an exhibition really early on. Hi, son. Son? Bring on the robotage. I am now. And it's a guy. They're actually done exhibitions of these robots. He had loads on postcards and stuff, and they are like crazy. But I'm just smizing. I had a smozer. I'm just smozering that these were real. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at some groovy pics. So, and see what Martin is bloody on about tonight, is it? Some Edward. Okay, so here we are. So these things, now maybe a couple of you in the community have actually seen these things. This, I do not know, but let me just get full screen. They look a bit futuristic, don't they, for the time period? We're talking 1870s, and these are that hue of photograph again, aren't they? And what's that thing inside? It looks like some sort of coil. But you know, I can't imagine where he got his shiny chrome plate from in that period. And you know, did he manufacture? Is there factories that are manufacturing it? Is this like wider scale? Now, there's Frankenstein narrative bringing the dead back to life, isn't there? But you can see these in the antiquity where they're like reanimating consciousness, if you like, or dead people by putting electricity into them. Same as what they did with Frankenstein, although he was a dead person, or many, many dead persons. But the reanimation of dead things using electricity. But electricity is also using robots and humans. It's not too far apart. So this woman, she's bought herself, because you can buy like sex bots. That's the first application, I guess, in the new roboty future. She's bought herself a big, handsome robot. She's just dragging him upstairs. Come on, you fucking come in with me. What? Can I have a kiss? Nah, fuck you. So there she is there. Look at her. Let's have a look close. You know, we've suggested with these crinoline gowns and bars in these that this is some sort of Faraday cage or some sort of technology being used in the Victorian era, because they make no sense, especially in a muddy world. Dragging your frock through the mud makes zero sense. You see them in the old films; they lift them up and they run across the mud. It's like, why didn't you just have a shorter skirt on? You know. And then you get these crazy things, you know, this looks like it's an old boiler, but how did he manufacture this shit? It's not even AI, apparently. There's an eye there and an eye there and one arm. I wonder if they just didn't do anything. And check this one out. This is a freaky one. Oh, excuse me. Oh. So it looks a bit like Robbie the Robot. Robbie the Robot was, you know, from Lost in Space. Was one of my favorites. It looks a bit like Robbie. Looks like that's actually like the original Robbie. And it's got antennas or tentacles, shall we say, all over the place. What is the significance of the two children? I'm unsure of. Maybe it's just like getting electricity from them. Who even knows? And here are, right, Cybermen. Cybermen were a product of Doctor Who. I have a Cyberman mask right next to me. I could share with you later. They were really scary when you were a kid. Not as scary as Daleks, but it had kids thinking about, myself, is robots and, you know, people being robots. I've seen loads, even Twilight Zones. I seen one not too long ago when a guy, he was living his normal life and he cut his arm open and he peeled it back and it was excuse me, he peeled it back and he was all wires inside. He didn't even know. It was like 13th floor, only, you know, not simulation. It was, you know, the guy was a fucking robot and he didn't even know about it. So here's this dude, okay, Edward Bateman, the Utah project, the States project in Utah, okay, and he made a series of these. He had postcards as well. Check these. That one's freaky. Look at that one. Someone said no to the adverts. I had to lift my ad blocker because fucking YouTube changed, gone all weird. Anyway, so he had calling cards in the mid-19th century, okay, with the reference of human subjects, mechanical automatons or automatons, who take the characteristics and incuriosities of human counterparts, okay. I found this interesting, this bit by here. So whether or not, you know, he actually manufactured them, but it's in a really early period. Where's my cursor gone there? Were the robots in 1859? Fuck me, that's really early. In staging this narrative, Bateman presented a past where the future of technology already exists, and the mechanism and collective memory collide. I thought that was really interesting. I really thought that was interesting, and maybe a little clue to were they actually doing this shit. So let's just have a little. I'll have a look at a couple of these cards that he knocked out. We just seen that one. So American soldier in 39, it's like a cavalry soldier. So that would be good, wouldn't it? I've got some examples I can show you soon of robotic armies. It would much more sense, like they send drones in the modern day, to send in robots so that they won't, they can get blown to smithereens, instead. And then, of course, you've got, like, the Terminators, yeah, get in a helicopter. So she's got herself a husband. He seems really happy. Let's not, question it. As long as she's happy. She's in mourning. Everyone's in mourning. Look at that face. She's like, oh, fucking hell. It'll do, I guess. So maybe he's got a big rubbery willy. Who even knows? And a robot kid. Yeah, they had about 30 kids each in the Victorian period, because about, like, I don't know, 10 of them would peg it. So this woman, she bought herself a robot daughter, which is really, really scary looking, isn't it? Let's be honest. That's like, holy fucking shit. Wow. Okay. So I was just like envisioning this guy, because trying to work out what is in his mind. He's like, where did he get all this stuff in 1859? 1859. What? So robot dogs as well. That makes perfect sense. Doctor Who had K9. Okay, a little robot woofer, which could be man's best friend. I'd have a little robot dog. That'd be nice. But what about a fembot? You wouldn't have it looking like that, would you? Yeah. So, but she's really shiny. I would definitely buff her up. I mean, shine her up, with polish and stuff. I like chromey stuff. Chrome is nice. So, yep, he made her. Got Tesla coil inside. And there's this guy just out hunting, like you do when you're a robot. The thing is they could have been AI, and they could have had, like, emotions. They could have actually been sentient. We could have had a war with the robots like they did in Terminator, wiped them all out, and that's why the world was in a mess, because we had a war with the robot race. Yeah, we've been enslaved to our devices now, aren't we? Like the mobile phone. We're all a bitch to that, aren't we? It tells us what to do and every fucking thing. Can't get money without it. Can't buy. Can't do this. Can't do that. So we become slaves to our own devices. Well, we've invented robots, and we become slave to robots in the past. Because I can imagine humanity, because of their track record and the narcissistic ways. I mean, the collective. Not being too fair. They're not really fair with the human beings, are they? The disproportionate wealth, treating half the world like shit. So can you imagine how they treat a robot? Yeah. So here's two young Chinese people with no, that is really unnerving. I hope you sleep tonight. With a really small bug-looking Chinese robot, or wobot, as they say in China. And look at this one. So I used to have robots when I was a child, called Cyborg and Mutons. You probably can't remember them, but they had see-through body parts and a head exactly the same as that. You could see all his brain and bits inside, but you could unscrew the arms and put machine guns on and shit, and missile launchers. I loved my Cyborg and Mutant. Yeah, they were my favorite toys for a long while. So, oh, this one's looking a bit camp. Mr. Camp. You would have a gay robot. Camp robot. Okay, he's got a bit of a jug head on him. Okay, let's have a look. He's crossing his legs. So that one is also by Mr. Bateman. Look at this one then. It's like a chicken, you mean? Yeah. I'd program him with sounds and every fucking thing. I'd have him coming after you 90 miles an hour. I bet this went quick. Look at the wheels on that. So yeah, it's got all the wheels and all of the automation. I can't hardly imagine that he just built them not to use them. I think these things were going. I really do. And look at that fucking thing. The effort. He's got a camera on top as well. Nice camera. 1859 camera. Wow. So he can basically run around on his 3 legs. 3 legs. What's this frame of reference for this shit anyway in the middle of the 1800s? And it can take photos as it's going. It's absolutely brilliant, especially for, dangerous situations like taking action battle shots. If you pretend, I'll give you that link in the descriptions box following this. If you pretend that wars are real. It's a lot of pretending you've got to do in this place. Okay. So I've posted a video with these a couple of weeks or a month or so ago or a little bit longer. Bees, Roadrunner, meat. It's meat now. Got liquefied. It's unfortunate. So they got these automatons in the 18th century. Yeah, if they got them in the 18th century, in the 19th century, the 20th century, now the 21st century, we got weird ass Fiona. I really do think that they were definitely more advanced than they're showing us. These are probably ornamental of the real thing. I bet they had facial expressions, the whole works. Antiquity will show you, like on the cover, the thumbnail of this, there's loads of things that could be attributed to a spaceman. Well, that's water up there, so it could be a diving bell on a diving helmet. I'll give it that. But it's not like spacemen. It is more likely that it looks like what it looks like, which is a robot. Yeah, because people have naturally got holes in their elbows. That would be silly. Okay, and this is earlier than I think this is the 17th century, and it is showing you the Phoenician fancy dress and dress like a robot. So even letting rockets off and fireworks and what have you in this period, and they still have people, excuse me, flip through a few then, looking like a robot. So homemade robots, you can make them out of steam powered out of a old pot or teapot, and you can use it as jugs. You can get a massive pair of jugs. That's a really good suggestion. And it serves tea because it's a tea caddy. Okay, so instantly we've slaved that lady to make tea for us. Yeah, same as what they did to the other ones. Look at this one. She's a Barolina or a Larabina, depending. She looks like she might be made out of wood. God, them eyes are freaky, and that mouth. I reckon it definitely says something. How is it balancing on one toe if it's not pirouetting, whatever it's called? I'm not expert on ballet. That would be weird. But how is it doing that? Is there a wire above it? No, because she's really fucking doing it, is why. It's like, watch me. She's probably got a voice like that. Watch me. I can do this twinkle toe thing that ballerinas do, or Arabinas, whatever they're called. That gay stuff. So, they tell us all along, don't they? It's in the music, Paranoid Android, isn't it? Radiohead. And this, this, it's going to come to a time, metaverse is upon us, that's coming, and some sort of hybrid between, dehumanization, we will be like Borg, like, some people have had implants already, they're going to have cameras, and the internet straight to your brain, all of these weird sinister fucking things, but eventually that's what they're looking for, is half man, half machine. What does it mean? What does it mean? So there's some more of Bateman's work. Highly freaky stuff, apparently real. And there's a series of these photographs. I think these are safely photoshopped. I don't think you could turn a handle and get turn a mangle and get a dog out of a mangle, but you could get a dog into a mangle, like my auntie's titty got caught in a mangle once. It's a sad story. So in antique, that's not a true story. In antiquity, on some bas reliefs of churches and stuff, they show you weird versions of knights like this one, and he hasn't really got a face, has he? He's got more of a chevron with a big eye in it, bit like a robot, and that's supposed to be from the ancient world. Is it possible that they were robots? Yes, I think so. And there's the Chinese and the Uzbekistanians, if that's what they're called, the Japanese, the Mayans, and all other cultures are showing you that looks like a diving bell. Again, that's water, and that looks like it could be in water as well. Just saying, Michelin man here. But yeah, robots would fare well in the deep ocean. People just go spludge because of the pressures. Robots would be better. This looks like some sort of aircraft hat with mouthpiece or the earpiece. In fact, he's got a motorbike helmet on too, this Chinese one. Not that the Chinese were Chinese then, he doesn't look very Chinese. They just sort of showed up from a place further north, didn't they? Because wherever they're from has got loads of snow, which makes the ice go like that. And the people that have been dug up from the ancient Chinese world tend to have ginger hair and be Caucasian and not Asian. So here is an ancient exoskeleton that you could have fitted on your body. And I'm guessing the reason is to give you extra bionic strength, a bit like the exoskeleton of the T-1000. Yeah. So, you know, if you got that on, you give somebody a swift undercut, you lift them off the floor, probably launch them. So epic that is. Exoskeletons in the ancient world. And this plate here is a sort of Dr. Cresby affair, but I don't like that. It's sort of, it could be robot. It's all robot. So this came up years ago, and we've been talking about this because of the Faceless Knight that I've been talking about for years. And this is the Faceless Knight's armor. But unfortunately, this one's got a worm sticking out of it. Okay, so what if we are AI and we are bioorganic organisms? In fact, in ourselves, robots. What if we are robots? And these robots were also bioorganic, half man, half machine. And this thing could have been a cable. And I know it looks like it's a worm because it's got a little nose and a mouth. And this scaly thing, but it could in fact be a cable of a wire also pulled out and trunked out, and the ends just resembles a face. And this could be a wire as well, or it could be a serpent. But I can't see how a serpent could have arms and actually work fucking armor. It's really weird. It makes no sense. Could be a wire, which would suggest again a robot. And these things, you know, these steel dresses, you know, a lady's not going to wear that out, but if they've invented it for something. What if it was there and it was a robot lady's dress? And these armors, they're all over antiquity. Are they really just to protect you from swords and shit? Fuck no. Fuck no. That makes no sense at all. You could easily get in them. No, I think that these could have been having back to robot days. We've seen electric swords. These I showed working. They've got automatons again from the 18th century, which literally do pictures, highly complex pictures. Some of them do colorings, things like that. And this thing come up in the 1800s as well. And it's got like the head of a man, but inside it's all clockworking. Sorry, I can't blow the picture up. Something off about that picture anyway, but it's been on the scene a long while. So Metropolis, Fritz Lang's Metropolis. So there she is. She's got all the wires in her, like neon in the Matrix, you know, to energize her. And she was part human. Now she's machine human, and that's the way they want all of us to go. Apparently, in the far off future, in a galaxy far, far away, this happened. You know, R2D2 and C3PO. Yeah, androids, they show you that our helpers are androids in the far off future. The future is in the past. I think we had them before. Seen this thing? I think this might be AI. I am not actually sure. I've seen a couple of images of this, but apparently a large steam train that can walk on all fours. It's hard to substantiate whether that actually happened, but there it is. So no matter how paranoid or conspiracy-minded you are, what the government is actually doing is worse than you could imagine. William Blum, former US State Department employee. And there's a fucking picture of what looks like some human with roboty things inside. Now, what if they were like, you couldn't even tell them apart? What if they just look like us? How would you even know? If they just put them in, how do you even know some of these Hollywood stars are not actually clones, but just fucking robots? They don't have to do a lot, do they? So this is a gasometer. These were famous in the Victorian place in Britain for gas, holding gas, but they've made a picture of a robot or a meter as they metered the gas. And the steam-powered men, there's a few versions of these. There's a taxi that was running around, had a steam power guy on the front, robot, which went at quite considerable speed. So this is more rudimentary, but again, guessing if you've got the pressures down right, these things could move, and they're robots. And you note the knight in the round table, the knight is a robot. And even in the Napoleonic days. So I watched the Napoleon film last night. I had been wanting to see it for a while. There was all star forts in it and stuff. The battle sequences were fan-fucking-tastic. I can't imagine all that shit actually went down, you know. Men just standing opposite cannon and cannon just literally disintegrating them. Makes no sense. But apparently all this shit went down. Battle of Waterloo. But yeah, it was exactly the same narrative as what we already know. Nothing different about it, you know. Just a story with no proof whatsoever. What about this face? Sure. They didn't have goths, did they, in the Victorian era? Because it was very gothy with the ringlets there. But this is a type of, I'm guessing, moving face. I don't know how realistic it is. You get these at fairgrounds as well. Faces that look quite real when they move. I had my fortune told by a pappy who was an automaton who was in a fairground. And these highly sophisticated automaton devices do God knows what. There's one on the internet at the moment. Some guy invented some sort of crazy big machine that's got like keyboards on it, and it drops barbarians and it plays crazy music. Just a crazy thing. I've seen anything like it. So, Titmouse, the poem. There's an interesting name. Titmouse, the mouse that likes the titty. So, how do you do? How do you do? So they could play beautiful music. The musician, he come round and play the harp. And there he is. He was apparently quite quick, and she got in a carriage. Looks like a Faraday cage, that does, doesn't it? And he would whip you off around the place quicker than the speed of a horse, apparently. And it was steam powered. I think there might be something more going on. There's a photograph of him there. So Victorian robot manage. So 90 watching in the Tartarian chat. Thank you guys. I can see you there. Brian Esley, Mr. Obvious. Thank you all for being here on the Martinliedtke Tartarian channel and on Martinliedtke channel and on Facebook. Hi guys. And there it is again, this robot, not very lifelike, really, really large. And he just walks and pulls a card. Just craziest thing. Don't know many of them there were, but again, it shows that we had robot slavage. This is from an ancient Arabic text from the 1300 Book of Inventions. If you look on my Martinliedtke channel, you can find out a post about this. And they had these things which were robot crafts. They had actual robots in there as well from that early on, guys. And they were working on pivots, and this one's more water tipping in and causing propulsion, which is crazy cool and really, really clever. Book of Inventions, Arabic text. Clockwork. I love clockwork. I love clockwork. I love music boxes, and I like timepieces. I like to look inside a working timepiece. I don't know why, because I have no fascination or, you know, I'm not neurotic about the time or anything. It's just find it interesting, the moving parts. And I bet that went along. That Phoenician float. Okay, let's just move on slightly. This was an automaton as well, which would write, which looks quite lifelike. Again, 18th century. And that's out of the Book of Inventions, Arabic texts, which show this is more water, but robotics again. There's quite a bit in that book. And this one's from the Middle Ages, and it shows you, I'm guessing this is like a witch, but she's actually a robot, because you can see the arm, wherever this flames are coming out, and sort of wiry bits. But she has got a lizard tail. I don't know what this robot-y thing is behind. Also, that has a lizard tail. Okay, that is what's inside her. There's the horns, a mangle or something to produce fire, and the tail is fake. So a robot woman, even then, back then. And more 18th century automatons, one that plays the harpsichord, and a couple of little Cherubinowskis in glass cases for an eternity. That's not good, is it? Locked in there and drawing things forever and ever. It's a bit like Robert the Doll, isn't it? Oh, that's a nice little robot. A lion that rips something's throat out. Still gives the dinner guests something to gnaw at. And it's something to do with the red cross or the white cross. This is in Switzerland. And sorry, I can't get that bigger. So I can there. A clock, some electrical device, and an electrical device here. It breathes, it breathes. And this was found in antiquity. What it is, I don't know, a gauntlet of a knight, possibly, or is it the hand of ancient robots? Like that. He's doing, I'm a little teapot, short and stout, use my handle, use my spout. So we're moving on. So fun to think about anyway. And it's interesting that Edward guy was inventing them crazy modern looking things. Really into that. Right, we're going to look at some Indian antennas now, guys. Don't know if you've seen these before. These are on the streets of India, excuse me. I have posted about there is a plethora of steel posts all over India. But these ones, these are more golden. I don't know if they are made of gold or brass, but they look gold. But the top bit looks distinctively like an antenna of some sort. Maybe even cables gone through it at some stage in the past, or even not. They're all over India. They petition them off. And this one here is right next to an electricity ether gathering power line thing here, pylon. Look, winky dink. Is that what they were in the past? Pylons. There's a wire going all the way up to this one. Can't say why. It's just a rope. But they're ancient and they look very, very technical. And they're made of gold. They look like they're gold. That one looks like it's brass. So they're brass. Okay. Wonder what's going on inside these things. You know, all of them obelisks we see, you've noticed that all of them have a cube underneath. I mean, you know, Statue of Liberty, loads of statues, loads of obelisks have all got that cube underneath them. Nelson's column, for example. So, what is there more inside? Is there more inside them cubes? I'm thinking that there is. Let's have a look at. God, look at all that on there. So you've got bells. I can't imagine all that just to hold a couple of little tiny bells. I think it definitely does something more. And as I said, they're all over India, and they are ancient. There's another one there. In some sort of complex. There's a wire coming off of this one, though. And next to a stupa. No quinky dink again. Because it was working with it. And here inside the center of a temple is another one of them. Right in the center of the temple. So I think these are some sort of antenna of the ancient world. There's another. Yeah, I've got bells on them, but bells is a tech, as we've established, because you give off a vibrational quality. Yeah, there seems to be a lot more going on with that. I wonder what these bits are here. Looks like there's some modern day light, maybe. Light it all up. And a little animal maybe on top, but still, I don't know if you've seen them before. They're quite interesting, aren't they? So, antennas of India. So, Knights of the Round Table, Round Table will be this Saturday. We're going to have a Flaterday, guys. Okay, and it's at my local pub, which is in Ely in Cardiff in South Wales. Highfields in. And I went to see the venue today, and it's really cool, guys. Yeah, it's really cozy, and I'm going to do. I got grub. I'm going to do munchies for everyone, because they do good beer, and they got really big speakers, and I'm doing the music, and that'll be in the evening, so we can basically strut our funky stuff and have a good time. Does that sound good? Fucking awesome. So. Hanover in Germany, pre-war. So I can't establish how much, Hanover got splattered in World War II, but what I can establish is got underground stuff as well. This is a massive Tartarian city with beautiful architecture. Some little mosey through. There's some things up here, like an aerial with wires coming off it, an aerial here, an aerial there, an aerial there. See some more of them a bit later. Oh, the world looked a lot nicer back then, didn't they? With all this polluted stuff. Even the roads are all lovely. That's a gas lamp. You can see that it's a gas, no electric on that lamp. And I love the German style of architecture. It's cute. You see these everywhere. Them. So they're all over Antiquity, and we've been spotting them for years now, and they're not advertising boards. We haven't caught any with advertising on, but they would be really useful for gathering a charge from the subtle energies pass through, and they're always high up on the roof. So I think they were running some sort of could be an array as well, couldn't it? Really, it looks very harp-like. They could have been running some sort of, everybody knew about it. Some sort of science, if you like. Look at this building, Jesus. What a lovely tower. Right, let's mag up. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is because there's no television at this period. So what would they be? A little knobble on top. They look exactly like aerials. That looks like an aerial. That looks like an aerial. Okay. Okay, so anything else? Beautiful waterfall. Back out. What's the tram running off of? Oh, we got an electric tram. Is this something to do with the trams? Well, not up there, it's not. Okay. Okay, that's nice. And all this stuff they got on the tops. Look, guys, every single roof got one there, there, there. You never see a flag on these things. They're not flagpoles. Look at that one, the resonator, old Russian style, cross style one. That's tipped over. Looks like it's tipped over, that one. All of this, none of the knobbly bits, the church-like appendages are all a technology based on divine principles that they know about. And these water features all over the world, and they were active until relatively recently. They took it all away. Oh yeah, we got 3 flags flying there. They are flagpoles, them ones, and there. And a nice little market thing there in the middle. Bunko booths, see these things? There's more going on with them. I can't imagine them everywhere just for advertising. So there it is, the Star Fort of Hanover. I bet that got a good splatter in the war. Okay. And the decoration on these things, Jesus. And again, this thing on top with the wires coming off it. That one's really unusual. It's like a little Christmas tree or something. Okay, move on. Again, on this one here, all those bits, the knobbly bits, wires. Just so many. Look at the size of that thing. Fucking hell. The antique world, built on horse and cars. Not. Okay, just switch through because there's a few of these. That's a nice Star Fort. Look at that. Hanoverian Star Forts, because it was also a house, wasn't a European house, the Hanovers. Quite powerful. I don't know if they were that ugly like the Huguenots. I don't know too much about the Hanoverians, except they were probably really fucking annoying like all dynasties. That's why dynasty sounds like dysentery, because they suck. Right. Look at that aerial on there with a wire, and there's a coil on top of there. Look at that, guys. Achterman, and there's a coil. I wonder what the coil and the aerial is doing. In the 1800s, this looks like it's a castle of some sort, and then this wooden bit maybe later. What is that? Coil. An aerial. Is everyone in watching television then? Very intriguing. Okay, let's move on. So there's a little bit of Hans Christian Andersen world there, which looks mud-flooded. Hans Christian Andersen. Whoa, look at that one. Whoa, fucking hell, that's a bit of tech. Look at the mud-flood windows down there, guys. And the huge cymatic windows there. Wow, this was an amazing healing device. I've never seen them in the dome before on anything, on any other church, first time. Wow, that is something else. Wow, I love that one. A device. So, pretty little German towns. Ugh. Religion. Keeps a lot of people busy, doesn't it? Still, it's all jobs for somebody, isn't it? Oh, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, a 6-pointed star, and one there as well. So yeah, they got like clocks on, you know, a place put for on each side, so you can have 4 clocks, but hardly any of them have. Same thing in my city. Fucking hell, look at that thing there. Oof. Got plenty of these things in Britain, especially up north in York as well. They got these little old Tudor houses all falling down. Oh, there's a nice colour shot. Not showing much really, but look at it. All this decoration just on the tops of columns. What was the world like? They don't even do anything like that, or even near like that in the modern era. Anything like it. Just shot it up, glass, metal. Look at that fucking thing. Wonder what that was. What's a Welpen slosh? Welpen slosh. Sounds like hospital, doesn't it? Anyone speak German? And that looks like them ones in India, again with that cube thing on top, on the bottom. You know, it could be more than a plinth, there could be something inside. Looks a bit fascist like. Nothing on top, whatever it is missing. Same sort of thing as you get in India. Beautiful architecture. And old world vaulting. But look at the gardens they had and the trees back then, guys, compared to now. You know, they just don't make the effort. They just can't be asked no more. It's because the place is conserving energy. Consciousness is conserving energy too. That's why everything is half-assed now, and we don't create anything. You know, the thing is, what you got to imagine, guys, or know is, you know, that everything you see in the world has come from thought of mind, us. We've put all these buildings there, planted them trees, laid these roads, thought the town plan out, thought out what this garden was going to be like, sent someone to garden it, where the trees were going to be, where the transport. Absolutely everything in that image, except for the sky, has been thought of by the minds of people. And they were very, very creative. A lot of creativity in the past. Now, not so much. We got producers, and they're the producers, the creators of this place, and you got the consumers, and the consumers consume this place. The battery, the subfasces, is undergoing a recharge, and when the battery is fully recharged, consciousness will again elevate to its higher place, and we will be able to again envision great things and make great things. Oh, look at that. We've got a little anarchy there. The fascist regime makes you a moron. Potential H-bomb. Fuck the Sex Pistols and their psyops. Fuck them all. John Lydon. What a wanker. And now he's a fat wanker. Look at these little cute little window tower things, just like cream cake or a cake you've made with those cake machines you squeeze out of the tube. You know them ones, don't you? Like a sock, like a wind sock. Squeeze it out. Oh, these are everywhere in antiquity. Yeah, look at the color on that. It's lovely. It's been colorized, so it's been altered. So this one hasn't got electricity at this period. There's that cafe again, corner bit. It's horse-drawn. So we got electric and we got horse-drawn, have we? Probably different time scales then. It's crazy that we're always that big just for horse and cart. The people look like tiny compared to it all. It's like they don't go with it. Do you know what I mean? It's like all them buildings, everything. Everything is just, and it's all done on these fucking horse and carts. These. Oh, so some crazy ass church with a load of stuff on the wall and paintings and things of wars and battles and all that icky fucking vibe stuff that religion likes to deal with because it sucks so fucking hard. It's all death, isn't it? You never hear anything happy out of religion, do you? Oh, but it's going to save you. Save you from fucking what? You're never specific about any of that. Oh, your mortal soul. Why? Why? What's going to happen to it? Have you got any proof for what you say? No, shut up then. Because, you know, I've met a shit ton of Christians in my life, and I can fucking guarantee you I'm more spiritual and got more moral shit going on than any of them. I can tell you no. It's mudflooder, isn't it? So unkind. Believe or fuck off, they give you. It's like anyone else that's not in their collective, in their cult, they give a fuck off tablet to. I couldn't give a fucking shit. Reach their own, do what you want. Fucking knock yourself out, literally. Bristol. That's weird. In Germany. So, oh, the Tivoli Gardens in Hanover. I've heard of Tivoli Gardens. Maybe it's another Tivoli Gardens I've heard of. Or maybe it's just famous because I've heard of that. Tivoli Gardens. Look at it. So fucking posh. And they have carnivals. The carnival day. Oh, look at that thing. I wonder why they had the dome and everything so big. I'll tell you for why. Because it got 4 angels and a dome. Because it's replicating the technology of this place where you're living in, this realm. 4 angels. Double Taurus. Look at this statue. So Phoenician. They got absolutely everywhere, didn't they? So, what were they like really? Were they evil? They seem to be talking about virtue and love and stuff, but it's all like stuff to do with ego and vanity and pride. It's that thing. It's that whole mindset of the collective. It's the Phoenician mindset. You clearly see that now. They offer you stuff, excesses, and oh, we got all stuff to offer you in the realm. You like some of it. It's all bollocks. We got what we want right in front of us. Fucking hell. Everybody wants something that they really don't need, I'm finding. They just think that they need it. When they get it, fucking hell. Don't know what to do with it. Be careful what you wish for. Oh, there's some nice engravings. Oh, that's trippy. The floor there. Set the controls for the heart of the sun. Oh, yeah, check the wires on that. Okay. Let me just slip through some of these. I don't want to be... Oh, right to the end. That was good timing, wasn't it? Okay, let me exit full screen. Okay, we're going to have a look at some groovy pics. I'm going to come back, okay? And I'm going to talk about some stuff with you and catch up. Because it's not going to be a long post today. This is my Wednesday comeback post because I didn't do a flat day. So this is a sculpture made of marble of a nudie woman. Okay. Now, do you know the sculpture when he does it? You know, like artists that paint like nude women. Do they actually get turned on by it? Do you think? It's like, oh fucking hell, this is coming along. Oh fucking hell, I'll add a bit of cheek on that bun. Anyway, all the men and I were watching this and going, whoa, that's really lovely. That is hermaphrodite. It's got a willy. Yeah, I know. Be careful what you're looking at, okay? Excuse me, madam. Yes. Oh, fucking hell. Times are strange, guys. Times are strange. And it's the Phoenicians. So the Americans sent up this, and it's not how we choose this plane. This is a military plane. Okay. Check out the cannons on top. Check out the cannons below. There's like a plane below here, a plane below here, and then they got big fuck off cannons on the planes and cannons on there and cannons on there. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That could ruin your week. That's amazing. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, I'm choking on with the keypad. So, have a look at these pictures done by her. Wow. I wonder how many people are actually carried. Oh, there, that's how big people are compared to it. That thing is nuts, insanely big. I don't know the name of it. Sorry. It's not Howard Hughes' one. It's a crazy American military one. Looks to be from the 50s. So the Beatles. I wonder what they did to get so fucking famous. They got a lot of weird shit going on, haven't they? You know, all of the Beatles, all 8 of them. So why have they got a picture of mutilated dead babies? All right, then let's put it another way. When the person, whoever that was, conceived this photograph for this album covers, why did they think this? Oh, I know, Beatles. What we'll do is we'll stick a lot of dolls on you and a lot of chopped up meat, so it looks like a load of mutilated babies. Let's have a think about that for a second, shall we? Not too long, because obviously it's not right. Okay, I think I'm sort of getting why you look at that. I haven't done nothing. And George smiling. It's supposed to be Krishna conscious. That's fucking like dead baby. Weirdy guns. Okay, let's have a listen to Metics and find out what's going on with this thing. So there's old Father Time. He looks a bit pissed off, but he's got a connection with something on terra firma. Okay. There's 2 Cherubinowskis here and this Zodiac. I think it's just they're telling us that this place is reset, and I think that they're telling us there's a time scale to it as well. Okay. So this is a nice picture from 1900. Somebody was quite visionary then. I don't know what it is of, but it doesn't even matter. There's both pigs outside. Weird. Okay. Sirens. They're unusual, aren't they? They're all over antiquity. Why is there so many mermaids and sirens in antiquity? They sing and they draw ships to the rocks, and then they steal all your shit and grab blokes. And they hang around naked in the sea. Is it real? What about things descending from the sky on a twister? Like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. I think vortexes is like some sort of interdimensional travels. They always show you wormholes as being twisters, or in water, a whirlpool, in the case of Jack Sparrow. And in this case, they're coming from the sky on a twister. It's groovy. Right, this lady, she lives underwater, stark naked, don't need clothes in the water, and she's riding her horse. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden with her. I'd like to be. Oh my God, Atlas Shrugged. Now, there's a common misconception. A lot of people think Atlas is lifting up the globe. That's never been the case. It's always the celestial sphere. You just changed it recently because that. And laid underneath him is a lot of people. I think they're copulating couples, Atlas Shrugged, which been decoding for its vital information by Ayn Rand, which I've been talking about. So this woman is amazing. She's got loads of white bunny rabbits. I love bunny rabbits. And if I must say so, you know, just out of point, an exceptional pair of breasts. Just saying. And so it's bunny rabbit. Okay. So what did they do? What they say we were going to do in the year 2000 is a monument like this. So on these giant scaffolds, thousands of people would balance a rock in the air. But they didn't do that, did they? Well, they did, a little version. I think this one's a mud ball. I think it was based on that picture too. Somebody made the effort to make a big, maybe just hired a load of dung beetles to roll the fuck up. But he got it up in the air. Don't ask how. It must have been tricky. Cuckoo kitchu. I am the walrus. I got this picture on my wall. I think it's a good clue for the place where we live. Okay. We don't know anything about the place where we live because we can't go to the South Pole really. We can't go to the North Pole really. We don't know the, you know, the dimensions of this place. We don't know where we are and all of the rest of it. But it shows you like an experiment here. Now, if you were born in one of these little houses okay, and you just came out into the forecourt every day and talked to other people, and you had no idea that there was an outside world, and you thought this was your luminary just hanging there, you know, and this experiment went on, and you had an overseer watching you to see how the experiment went, and they knowing nothing of their outside world, how do you think it'd go? Well, they wouldn't know anything. They'd ask, maybe you wouldn't even ask questions if there's anything on the outside world. Well, that's how I feel we are in there, in that room with an overseer, an experiment. That's how I feel. Because there's more. There's more to this place. Much, much more. So I've been looking into these. These are called gasometers. They're definitely worth logging about. They've got one in Cardiff, and they did a documentary on it, and they quoted that the Victorians used to love decorating their stuff, but I don't think there's any need to actually put Antiquibots on top of a gasometer, but yet they did. The lattice work of it and all of that, I just think that these are attributed to something more than just containing gas. And they were every single British city gasometers. I think there's more to them. So another interpretation of Ezekiel's wheel I found. Really strange, this one. It's got all eyes on it. But these interpretations of Ezekiel's wheel, I definitely think we're talking about otherworldly tech, the places in here. Okay. So, all is mind, guys. You know, then if you're staring at your phone now and your computer, your consciousness is seeing that in your mind. Okay, so of all is mind, there is nothing really out there in the exterior world. So all of the problems and everything else is all academic and actually void and bullshit. Yeah, the way to heal the outside world is heal yourself. Sort yourself out first. Do you first. Okay, and then when you're fixed and you're spiritually aligned enough, okay, then you'll be able to help others. You've got to lead by example. It's no use pouring it out to help them and you're not helping the person, you're just making everything fucking worse. So here is Raphael, the angel, and later to become a notorious ninja turtle, but in his angel days, he was a giant angel, a big angel. And he's just a naked mere mortal. I tell you what, we'll go battling with swords and bits dangling. Doomed failure. So looks phoenixy, that, doesn't it? I got phoenix on my shirt, but I don't know what it is. It just looked really, really, really trippy. So I thought I'd just show you. But it definitely looks phoenixy. A bridge. So I found this old invention or a design for a bridge. It went over this great chasm, but by here it shows you a capsule that goes up and down some sort of shaft, and that is what it looks like. This thing here, I gather, from the bottom. So is it actually going down, or is it just a weird ass bridge that looks like that? I can't decide, but definitely showing you here some sort of chamber. Who even knows? The glass tower. I wonder if the Tower of Babel was a glass tower. They build them now, don't they? Huge glass towers in the cities. Just glass and steel. So in the gates of Damascus, they got this thing running around. Apparently they got them in America too for piercing buffalo. I don't know what the fuck you're going to pierce with this, but you're going to chase something around that's really big. It looks like a little boat. And then once you've stabbed it, then you can sort of plow it up with your plow. What the fuck are they chasing that looks that big? I'm just saying. I don't know. Elephant? Are they killing an elephant with it? I wonder what its propulsion is. Anyway. So here's Bacchus to his usual tricks. As you can see, he's definitely a Phoenician. But what I noticed was this. I don't know if you can see. Really weird. Is, you know, on the Matrix, when he wakes up and he goes pop, 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 and he's left with these things and they remove them. He's got like a tube there, and a tube there coming out of his body. Can you see that? Like he's maybe in a robot or something. And up the middle as well, exactly like Neo had. She's got them too, one there and one there. It's not a very human attribution, is it? And like the nipples as well, they ain't even real. They are like them. Can you see it? Very, very weird why they got these things. I don't even know what it means because I can't find anything written about them. She's got a homunculus man in her hand. Weird. So this is in a museum in Sacramento, California, and it's from 1920, and it is Lady Liberty, if you like. Whoever it was that made that knew a lot more about this reality than most people. So that's in Dusseldorf, a lovely little church with some Attic pattern. Looks a bit mud flooded. Yeah, beautiful Germany and Europe before they splattered it in the war, but they got it all back together nicely. So this is in the Great Expositions in France, in Paris. That's a Chinese pagoda, which we have thought for years are free energy devices. Interesting, that one. That's in Marseille Exposition. Okay, in 1922, they built a giant stupa. They built 2 giant stupas, which is crazy because they look like they're in India, and they're on like star forts, aren't they? Well, that one is interesting that they went to the effort to build them. Or were they there already? It's just crazy they built that. So this is a well-placed photograph. This is a photograph of a lady, but conveniently put the glass there. You have to look twice, didn't you? So this lady or boy, yeah, what he did is he went to school and he took some mushrooms and then he got really, really high with them, taking him flying. Yay, mushrooms! So have you seen this? The earliest known image of Keith Richards, 1140. Yeah, he's a vampire. He's been around forever. Actually, if Keith Richards goes, all of us go. Yeah, he's like literally the benchmark for survival in this place. He goes. God help us all. Generals gathered in their masses. Why don't you put Christmas lights on palm trees? So I'm not sure if this is a good idea, but if you've got a palm tree in your garden, you can put loads of lights on it like that. Who even knows? Each to their own. You can do this as well, Christmas, if you bring Christmas decorations. So, seen these? They're cute, aren't they? I know they look exactly like penises and bollocks, don't they? Dick and balls. But they're not. Honestly, they're holly. Sorry, the map is not working. I wish I could have got that to blown up. I had that off my friend Patrick when I was in Turkey, and he shows the Great Wall of China as actually nothing more than wood and fence. It says a wooden barrier on it. I can't blow it up enough, but I did show it on previous vlogages. So let me come back for a minute and see what we're on. There I am. So here I am in my room. As you can see, I've got loads of sailor ladies on my wall. Keep me happy. Let's have a look at my Cyberman hat. Okay. Okay. Right, let me read the comments. Oh, thank you, Archaics. Jason is in the chat. Have you seen my Cyberman helmet? Thank you, Jason. That's really kind of you, mate. Thank you. And thank you for this camera. This fucking 4K camera is just sorting my tech shit out. No end. Look now, I'm all sparkly. So I've got 468 people shit out of nowhere. Thank you for being here, guys. Oh, so make sure to come to a round table. That's going to be a party, as I said. And bubbling, I went there today. Check it out. It's perfect for what I wanted. Okay, absolutely smashing. So I'm bubbling about that. Make sure to and I will definitely make an effort to. Is that you, Otto? My brother. We love you, Otto. What's happening, mate? Yay! Oh, my Texas crew, my friends in Texas land. Otto. We definitely come and hook up when we come back. When I come back to Texas land next year, early next year. Robert's Nest, that was an awesome program. I mentioned that before, though. Hippie Shake, good to see you, my love. Tree Dude, live from the mental ward. Indeed, the lunatics have taken over the asylum. This is a fact. Okay. So here I go forward with my new theology and my new philosophy on life, positive as it is, and bringing the love and bringing the high vibration to the peeps. Okay. An unstoppable force. So, hi from Houston. Oh, LBO. Love Houston. My favorite place. Love you there. Mandy Russo. My favorite tea. It fucking is now. Mandy Russo and Campbell, who is also Otto. Thank you for the hangout the other day, Campbell. It was fucking awesome. And last night, Jason absolutely smashed it. If you can't fucking, the coding on the pyramid was absolutely unbelievable. It's just encoded so many fucking times. It would be impossible for it not to be true. And I don't believe in coincidences. So yeah, that was really boom, boom, nailed home. That was really good work. I watched it right to the end. Really enjoyed it. So good work. Thank you. Thank you for educating us. Flood Mud Monster. Another Texas Flood Mud Monster. That's fucking awesome. Good to see you. Good to see y'all. Texas land. And Tom Fuller's from Philly. Good to see you in the house, mate. And El Magdalene, good to see you. Yeah, hit that like button. And Benny Riley, we love you, Benny. You are awesome. You do such good work and good vibrations for everyone. Otto Christoph is in the house. And who else we got? And Pascal Babak. It's like Babacum, isn't it? And Jolly Man. Who else we got in the chat? Let's have a little squeeze through. So yeah, that's what we've been doing today, guys. We're having a little think about the possibility of there being robots in the past. I think is a very distinct possibility, actually. And why wouldn't there be if there's nothing new under the sun? They drip feed us this technology. Do you notice how phones went from a house brick to these fucking things in no time at all? Do you notice how the airplane, went from Wright Brothers to space rocket in fucking 60 years, apparently? Do you notice how technologies just go smash out of nowhere? The Industrial Revolution is only supposed to be 2,500 years ago, and all this stuff shit out of nowhere. There was nothing before then, guys. The whole of humanity has been scraping along on its ass, stupid as fuck, and couldn't manage anything until now, apparently. What the fuck ever? So they say, sexy pearl, small town girl. Onwards and upward. That's right, my brother, Otto. He's a winner chicken dinner. He's Otto. Innit? Winner chicken dinner. Okay, we see. We're laughing. And Debbie's in the house. And our Tony. Looks like family. Tony. We love Tony so much. She's just so awesome. So glad she just showed up in. I liked it. Scott, good to see you. I watched Liv for the first time the other night. Yeah, the fight goes on a bit long, but that's just like to show you like the analogy of how long it takes to fucking get people to wake the fuck up. Because some of them just won't see it. It's like, are you fucking stupid? Don't you watch the news? So yeah, all right, I'll just be quiet and shall I? Avian? Not. Whatever. Anyway. I was in the saving humanity camp for years, I thought, but now I don't really, the collective is that's their issues. Okay, they decided to be in the matrix, so that's them. Okay, I'm doing my thing on my own with me because I like that. I like that a lot, actually. I like that because I trust me and I like me as well. Yeah, I'm good. I am all right. So I'm happy about all of that. I got great friends. I'm rich in friends. So that's where the wealth is, guys. I'm telling you that for nothing. Friends. Alv Billy. Love you, brother. Good to see you. He's a little wingage. 6 was 9. I knew you was there, little wingage. Don't have to lurk. I just knew instinctively. Deb. Good to see you from Toronto. Deb, another city that got destroyed in the 1800s. Canary, can't see that word. Same Roman. Pamela's is still in the house. Nice to see you. What's Jason saying? Oh. So yeah, that was really good fun. Ooh. Damn turtle. She's everywhere. I know she is because she's like multi-dimensional. She can just put herself because she's such a higher state of consciousness now. She can project herself in many places at the same time. And you've got a post on later, have you? Or is that tomorrow, Jason? I'm not sure. I did see something go. Donna, good to see you. Joe. Ed, good to see you. Mucka. Is Ed? Ed there? Good to see you, my brother. And yeah, thank you for that, Jason. That's awesome. And thank you, Cass, as well. Really kind of you as well. Thanks. Really do appreciate that, honestly. It's really lovely. Jay Woodgate, good to see you. So yeah, thanks guys. I'm going to make this a short one, hour and a half, one long, because basically I got to get on with things. And so that's me for this Wednesday. Flaterday will be live. Okay, I've checked out basically broadband, etc. My Wi-Fi for there. So I'll be able to stream now with this camera. So I've got a tripod, all the shit. Big screen there, which I tested. Everything is IRE. We are on for a good show, okay? And the speaker's fucking massive. Disco lights, just on the dance floor. All that. Fancy it? Get on to Cardiff. Fuck it all. You'll be glad you did. Anyway, there you go. Anyone who knows me from being in America, okay, we've been hanging around with Otto and all of that, knows, right, that we brings the party, we brings the good vibrations, okay? Me and Otto, who's there in chat, and Shez, we was dancing out in the street to his little fucking ghetto blaster thing. It was awesome. I love that shit. Fuck yeah. Anyway, front row sheet, I got my van back, girl. Like you. Well done, Cheryl. You got Jason his new van sorted. The tank. It's awesome. We did dance up. It's not funny. It is. I'm happy. I'm happy it all works out. D'Angelo, what's happening, my brother? Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even come up on analytics, and I don't even care. I'm just happy to be here with you guys. That's enough for me. Love Palm Springs in California. We love California. Colleen, it's the best. We had a lovely time when we was in San Diego. We had the best time. We was partying with Jason's dad, Dan. It was brilliant. Oh, we had such a good time. Yeah, well, there you are. You ether pop that then, channel. Okay, thanks, Damien. Top man. Thanks from Yorkshire. Thanks, Damien, up north, man. I seen it was freezing up north, innit? Fucking snowing everywhere. I don't know what I don't know what that means. I don't read that word anyway. Everyone enjoy your lives. That's what you got to do. Okay, live life to the full. Okay, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you limit yourself in your thoughts? Why would you limit yourself? Why? If you don't have to think big, I'll do that for you. You can watch. Think the biggest you can. Okay, I really do think that as truthers, we can change the world and make it a better place. I think that what we're going to do, I think we know what we're going to do, and it will all come into fruition later on, and we're feeling the ripples of that now. Okay, almost as if like they're sending Terminators back to try and stop what is going to happen, and they can't. Yeah, it feels really like that. So we'll plow ahead. New thinking. What's that? What's that, Jason? Okay. New bumper, new door, new paint job to match it all. You're a poet and you know it. Angela D. Pen, good to see you. I see you dropped your first name, Pendragon. Okay, I'm Welsh, so I know about things like that, Arthur, and things. Yeah. I've read all about Wilson and Blackett, what they say about it all. Okay, I'm from Cairo, where they actually say Jesus Christ was born. Yeah, around the corner. No, I know it sounds crazy, but the books actually state that he was born here, where I was born. Coincidence, that, isn't it? It's weird. So, yeah, Scooby do that shit. Scooby Van is beautiful again. Beautiful from tragedy. That's what happens, isn't it? It's like, it's like, it starts like scrubble shit, and then it all comes out into a beautiful big black man. Yeah. I was going to say a butterfly, but that's not a good analogy for a big black man. So jolly. China, who are they? Has only one zone on the sphere facing the sun. Well, prove there's China to me now. I don't know about that, jolly man. My brain don't go that far. It just shuts down as soon as I hear certain words. So I'm not good with details. Okay, I find it's because I'm creative and I do like deep thinking and stuff. So like the details and stuff, like just I can't do details. So details about things like that just collapse my brain. So there's Robin. Is that Robin? Like a bird? She flies like a bird in the sky. Okay. Fields, Eric. Nothing going to do with gender this time. I'm not sure what any of that means. Okay. What else we got? Joanne, thank you, Martin. Thank you for all the chat. Big love to you all. So we got some happy customers. Good to see you all. And I love coming and seeing you all. I have done for the last coming on to 9 years now of YouTube. Of this, I've been through it all, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Any of it. It's been the most fantastic thing I think I've ever done. I have my own fucking TV station, for fuck's sake. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Jason wanted a new bumper, so I either popped him one. Well, I wouldn't exactly say that was the case. More like, you know, she was coming down a mountain and they failed. She was coming down the mountain and brakes failed. Thank you, Martin. Wow, 9 years. Yeah, I know. I know things have changed a whole bunch, and so have I. I've done a lot of growing up. And I'm happy about it all. So thank you, guys. Martin TV. I have a new website coming. My website, flatofbritishinfo.com. As you probably may or may not know, I've had a couple of websites. Fantastic one, the last one, but got stolen. Someone hijacked my domain name. I did go try and snap them all up. A couple of flat earthers, actually, and other channels decided to buy my domain names for whatever reasons. And my website now sells shit on there, and it's nothing to do with me. And I can't even access it. So somebody today kindly offered to knock me up a new website. So that's going to happen in the very near future, and it'll be an easier resource for all this information. Okay, guys, because the last one, you know, I don't know if you've seen my last website, but it was fucking awesome. I was spewing when that went. So yeah, new website coming very soon. That'd be good. And about time too. So I'm really grateful for that. So LOL Eric H is in the house as well. Not really here. Oh, well, I won't read your comment then. Mike, good to see you. It's not a mystery about the early robotics. No, but you probably never heard about Edward Bateman and his robots, did you? Because I thought they were AI, but they're not. They're Edward Bateman. Got my Victorian harpsichord yesterday. Oh, wicked. Love a harpsichord. They're trippy there. So what you're saying? If you come to Michigan, Martin, I will give you old world tour of Grand Rapids. I've seen pictures of Grand Rapids. I know it's got all that Tartaria architecture. It's crazy. I know. Yeah, thanks for the invite from up in that part of the world. It'd have to be in the summertime. I don't think I could handle Michigan cold because I'm not really acclimatized to cold weather. More your beach bum. You know what I mean? So Martin writes some stand-up comedy. Oh, I have wrote stand-up comedy, and I have done stand-up comedy as well in the past. I've done a bit of everything in my time. Stand-up comedy is something I want to do. I think I could pull that off because of my amount of not giving a fuckness. And plus, I'm not bothered about crowds and things like that, talking in front of public and that. I'm not bothered. It doesn't bother me one bit. So I keep my clothes on, don't I? So make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and keep an eye out for Flaterday. I'm going to crank up what live I can, okay, and I do a couple of shots so you can see what's happening throughout the day. And I hope to see some of you there. You can make your way there. You can pay at the door if you can't be fucked around with a ticket. And we were doing that. My son's going to be there at the door, and friends as well going to be there. So on with the show. Okay, British party. That's what we're going to do. So thanks for being here, guys. Thanks, Jason. Thanks, my Cheryl. Love you. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Thanks, Hippie. Thanks, Nancy. And there's my Cheryl. There. Ooh. Alberta is a long way away. And small town girl. Definitely have to learn a lot here. Well, it's a schoolroom, this place, isn't it, guys? We learn something every single day. More of, oh, what's that? Coronado. Kind of. I was cut out for that beach in Coronado. I liked it very, very much. It was very, very nice. Okay. So, and is Brian in the house? Much love to you, Brian, my back in. And Robert. Not really here. I will say your name. If you're not really here, you are really here. And London McLovin, good to see you, my bro. Sorry I couldn't come over on your show the other day. It's just not my thing, bro. I don't like, YouTube shit. Just do my own thing, bro. Leisure 47. All that my MK Ultra bollocks. You can have yourself too. I'm not really into it. I've been affected by it for like 9 years. Like literally had my head fucked to pieces because of YouTube. When I didn't really need to, because it was my own format. I literally tortured myself over my own fucking shit. That's a mistake. I wouldn't be ever doing that again. Because of YouTube. So you get a balance and you get it right then. You just don't let it bug you in any way. Yeah. Just focus and stick to your goal. Okay. And we all got the same ideals. We all want the same things. We want a better world for the kids to come. It's not this fucking weirdness going down. A bunch of fucking pussies all over the place. So Andrea, thank you, love. Thank you for that. Thank you, Otto. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Much love to you all. Boom Shankar, may the seeds of your loins be forever fruitful in the belly of your woman. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Stay fucking epic above all. Wiggly flat thumbs. Madga's come to Michigan. You're welcome. Oh, thank you. From ever by that part of the world. I'm all your southerner, I'm all your southerner. Break free. Or die trying. Fuck yeah. There you are. Thanks, man. Thanks, bro. Cheers. Thanks all. Thanks, McLovin, bro. Thank you. Someone in time. Alva Billy, Eric H, and Donna. Watch, man. Okay, I'm going to make you a nice drink of something now. And get my shit together. Okay, see you soon, guys. Stay epic. I'll see you very soon. Make sure to do all the groovy YouTube things. Thanks, Jason, for that money. Thanks, everybody, for everything. You're awesome.